today we have a cat and we're going to perform an experiment called Schrodinger's cat. So what is Schrodinger's cat? It's actually a thought experiment na suppose na a box diri, no? This is a box, a box something, it's covered. But, oh, wawa lang. Okay, now, this is something in an enclosed box. So, according to Erwin Schrödinger, one of the founders of, actually, he formulated what we call the Schrödinger's equation. He said that, what if we have a box here, an enclosed box, and I have a cat? Now, I'll put the cat inside the box, okay? And suppose this is closed here. And inside this box lies a poison, a toxic something that would kill the cat. Okay? So, luoy ra po kayo siya. No? Ming, ano lang ni siya, Ming, ha? Kanang, di ni siya tinud-anay. Chill lang, chill. Okay. So, it would actually blow any time. It would release the poison anytime. But you don't know, you don't know when the poison would, would trigger. Okay? Because that poison is connected to a certain nucleus that follows the rules of quantum mechanics. This is actually an experiment where Schrödinger used in order to demonstrate what we call the problem of the measurement problem. What is a measurement problem? So in classical physics, Manggod, the measurement problem is that to know something, to know something like okay, okay, to know something like the position of this cat, all I need to do is find a ruler and measure the asa siya, no, x and y, and I would know exactly asa ang iring. Like for example, in this table, I would know that the cat is here, and if it is here, it's not anywhere else. So that is measurement in classical physics. You just measure it. For a function, you just evaluate the function at, for example, f of x. Just evaluate f at a desired value of x. Okay. Ala. Ganahan lagi siya na. Ala. Uy, time's up. Okay. So, that's measurement in classical physics. But, i-close na ito ang box, no? We have now a quantum system. And the cat can, okay, dili ni siya, basta yun yung gitunglo na uning iring, no? I love this cat. So, the poison can trigger any moment. Okay? And once it is triggered, it will die. Now, suppose that it is closed now and maybe you close it for some time, until karon close siya, no? We don't know what's going on inside. How do we know that the cat is dead or alive? Mingon mo nga, it's actually, isn't that a foolish question? Because, well, the cat is either dead or alive. Oy, Ming, nislukso na noon siya. O, di lang, the cat is out of the box. Okay, di lang sa. Ala, ganahan siya nihon. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, okay, so di lang kami nga. So, this is the we don't know, we don't see what's inside. The box is closed. How would we know that the cat is either the cat will be either dead or alive? How would we know that if the cat is alive or dead? So, ang ingon ni Schrödinger, which actually una-una dili kay siya doesn't make sense why ask this question, because the cat can either be dead, really dead, or alive. Pag open nato, we saw that the cat, we will see the reality inside, right? We will see that the cat is either dead or alive. Pag open nato, let's say the cat is dead, simba ko. Okay? Para ba kayo ni? Okay ra tong sungkaban dito sa amuha. Then ay sungkaban man dito sa amuha nga iring sungkaban. Kato na lang tawag gibutang diri ba no? Tong iring sungkaban. So, suppose that pag open ako, the cat is simba ko, no? Dead. And you may know, maybe that's after 1 hour that you open the box. And then, you would ask, okay, kano sa ka namatay ni siya? Then of course, whether you know it or not, kung kano siya namatay, but there is that reality, kumbaga pa in the classical sense, that maybe the cat died right before I open it, or maybe right before I close the box, or in the somewhere in the middle, or near sa katong gi-open ako. Basta it died, the poison was released anytime between 0 to 1 hour. Okay? But in quantum mechanics, it's not just that. It's very complicated. Why? Because when you don't open the box, all possible realities inside is happening. And actually, this is to say that there's this an interpretation. The measurement problem in quantum mechanics is actually, in order to know where the cat is, you have to open the box. But opening the box, the thing is that you see the cat here. You see the cat as, let's say, dead. So, meaning, you may ask, you would ask, kano siya namatay? And that question is actually invalid in quantum mechanics because, okay, Ming, it's just that before you open the box, maybe this is some sort of, dili gini siya may ano, but before you open the box, there was no reality inside that. Meaning that, what I'm saying is that all the reality inside the box, before you open it, is that all possible realities happen side by side. Meaning that the reality that when the box is closed, the reality that the cat is dead and the cat is alive, and the cat is neither dead nor alive, and the cat is both dead and alive. So those four possibilities on the cat is dead, the cat is alive, the cat is neither dead nor alive, and the cat is both dead and alive. Okay na tong duha. But the other two would be, it's very weird. Okay? So, meaning all those realities are happening. Not actually happening, but these are possibilities. When you open the box, okay? Before you open the box, all the state, what's inside is only a possibility. Meaning that it's not a thing yet. The moment that you open the box and saw the cat here, you could not ask why the cat is here when it died, because you may ask, okay, diri na ako siya gisulod niya, naabot na siya diri. Maybe because of the poison na siya no, and then nakita nimo siya diri nga kumbaga pa nasa diri, maybe nagsuka-suka pa siya, but that reality in quantum mechanics did not exist. Before you open the box, there was no concept. We don't know what is there. It's not a thing yet. It's a possibility. So meaning, this is a problem now because it seems that the act of opening the box, and that's actually the act of measurement, the act of measurement is what we call, I hate to say this, but something a magical something, but I don't think that it's magic. But they were forced to accept, like, for example, von Neumann, one of the greatest mathematicians in the last decade, in the last century, he said that, I think it was von Neumann, when he formalized quantum mechanics, he said that it seems that reality is something like there was no reality at all. When you opened it, when the measurement happens, it where reality, it seems that we could not have a universe without an observer. Because in quantum mechanics, the observer plays a role. Me as the observer opening the box, I played the role in actually what we call collapsing the wave. We call that the collapse of the wave function. What's a wave function? It's actually a probability. The square of that is a plot of the probability. Now, it seems that I played a role in choosing, because the wave function before the box is opened, it's something in between. It's all possibilities. Mo tingnan ako na four possibilities. Maybe the combination of four. We call that the superposition of waves. One reality, one possible reality is a wave. Another reality is a wave, another wave, and another type of reality is another wave. So maybe if we have 4 types of reality, or maybe even more, then the total, the superposition is that the wave function is the sum of all those realities. Remember the superposition nga akong gito last meeting, right, of waves. That's why I introduced waves before introducing quantum mechanics. So, I played the role. But in classical physics, it's not that. Reality is happening regardless of me observing it or not. Meaning that when you measure, you just evaluate the function. Like for example, let's say f of x is equal to 2x squared. What is f when x equals 2? That would be 2 times 4. Sorry, Ming. 2 times, dahil lang, Ming. Minaw sa Ming. Okay, 2 times 4. What's 2 times 4? That would be 2 squared, that's 4. That 2 times 4, that would be 8. Minaw, Ming. Kay ikaw rabi involved ba ni? Okay, oh. Oh, Ming! Okay, Ming. So, nadlok siguro sa akong voice ay. Okay, so, kato, ingon ako nga, before opening it, kasara gani ko? Wala na nung ko, ikaw magudming ba? Okay, papansin kay ka ay. Okay, so, in classical physics, you just evaluate the function, and that function will run whether you are involved or not. Okay? The observer is just something that sees the event. Like I put a coordinate system there, the observer has nothing to do with what's happening. But in quantum mechanics, it seems that me opening the box is needed in order for reality to exist. And that is very uncomfortable. And we call that, when you open the box, one of those 4 possibilities, one of those waves suddenly gets into the probability now becomes, it will choose between one of those. Like, pag open ako, when the cat is dead, meaning, when the cat is dead, when I open it, meaning that, I don't know, the dice of the universe has rolled nga such that the cat was dead. Now, maybe you would ask, there's a reason why the cat is dead. But again, let me iterate that in quantum systems, before measurement happens, everything is just a set of wave function, possibilities. There was no reality. As at least, I would have to say that that is really reality, no? That there was no reality. I'm not saying that that is reality. That the reality is that there is no reality before observation. I'm not sure of that. But that is what we get from that. That is at least what we infer. At least our mind can understand up to that point, can interpret. We are just interpreting the events. We don't know yet what really reality is. But as of when they interpreted it, it's very unsettling because it seems that we play a role in the measurement of, in the existence of things, in the existence of reality. And it would suggest that objective reality may not even exist. When you say objective reality, that reality exists independent of our observation. That whether you like it or not, this is reality and you have to conform to it. Now, in quantum mechanics, it seems that, and some others would romanticize this idea, that there is no objective reality. I don't believe in that, actually. But I believe that there is still a what we call mechanism that would explain that. But as of now, we don't know that. Okay? We don't know that. And physicists have been struggling to understand the theory. But the problem is quantum mechanics is so successful. Its equations are very correct that you don't have any advanced technologies today without quantum mechanics. Tanan. Okay? LCDs in your cell phones, even kaning mga spectroscopy ginagamit ninyo for research. Okay, ginagamit siya, no? Even the spectroscopies nga ginagamit ninyo sa research, tanan, all the modern technologies, microelectronics, all of this, semiconductors. Nganong ni Gamay, the first computer was the size of that building there, and now the computer can be contained in this, in that camera there. Sa una, dagko kayo mga vacuum tubes no ginagamit as capacitors, transistors, one whole building just to have a computer that is, ang atong calculator karon is 1,000 times more powerful than the first computer. Nga anak kadako diya sa building. Diya. Or maybe even larger. And now you have that calculator, which is 1,000 times more powerful. And what made that possible is actually quantum mechanics. So it is so correct. The theory gives us a very correct, a very precise, and a very accurate description of reality. But the problem is, at the core of it is an unsettling reality. And at the core of it is actually something that cannot be, it seems that we cannot understand yet as of now. Our human mind is not fit to understand that. So, what is happening? So, mo ni giingon nila, that's the collapse of wave function. Their interpretation of that. the default interpretation, which is the standard interpretation of quantum mechanics, is that there was no, before measurement, everything exists as just possibility, meaning here, probability, mathematical probability, no? Now, that's the Copenhagen or the default interpretation. The Copenhagen, it's called the Copenhagen interpretation because all the brilliant minds back then, Einstein, Niels Bohr, they debated on this. Daghan, Erwin Schrödinger, uh, Max Planck, I think, nag-ano sila sa Copenhagen in Denmark just to understand what is going on. And all they can find out, Einstein actually opposed to that idea. All they, but what ang nahi minaw sa kami. Aming. Storya aming. Aming. Okay. So, what actually happened? What they come up with is that, but Einstein opposed to that. He said, he said in his quote, God does not play dice, because it seems that there's someone playing dice before you open. Well, right when you open, someone rolled the dice, and it went out dead. So you have nothing. Okay. So it seems that Einstein said no. There must be some hidden variables. So here, ang hidden variable? Hidden variable. He said that there might be some factors na before you open the box, no, inside playing. We don't know that. And of course, it was tested later on that Einstein is wrong. And actually, okay. Anyway, and what's more weird is actually 1950s came the Everett's interpretation of quantum mechanics. He said that because he wanted to give a he still wanted to give a what we call a deterministic interpretation of quantum mechanics, a mechanistic, something that is a chain of cause and effect. That's a mechanistic, no? A cause and effect. Kay katumanggod, when you open the box, tanawa ang cause and effect. The first is, before you open the box, ang event was actually you, okay. Time sa aming. Okay. Di na lang sa kaming. Di na ka gusto, okay. Okay. So, okay. So, before you open the box, okay, di ba, pag butang nimo, di ba, unsa may cause and effect, mechanistic, mechanism, meaning a chain of cause and effect, right? You cause this and then there's effect, and the effect would cause something another, and you have this chain. Okay. Sa may gusto nimo, Ming? Gihatag na akong tanan sa imuha. Nganong di gyapon, kulang pa rin. A chain of cause and effect. Now, unsay dito? You put the cat in the box, which actually caused the cat to be in the box. Now, you open the box, and you see the cat is, nakita ninyo ang something weird? Why the cause of the chain of cause and effect has been broken. Okay, the cause is putting the cat in the box. And once the cat in the box, the next event sa imo ang kinabuhi, after waiting, where you waited, and then you see that the cat is dead. Okay, but somewhere in between, somewhere there's a time, there's a causality going on. But then quantum mechanics is saying that the cause of the cat being dead is not because of the whatever unsay dire. It's because it's actually the poison went out. The poison, that's the cause. But it seems that you could not ask why it happened. It's a black box how it happened. How that probability came into reality. Ano maguna siya? In the classical concept of probability, reality is something like there is still what we call a cause and effect. Like for example, lotto. Mo ni gawas nga numbers, no? Let's say the first number that you pick is number 2. Why number 2? You can answer that because right when you open the box, ang pinakaduol dito is ang number 2, and you can explain with all accuracy using Newtonian physics all the mechanisms dito. Maybe it's very complicated and the equations will be so impossible to solve, but still, if there's somebody or a machine intelligent enough to solve that, it can that na explanation nga nung 2 ang nigawas. But quantum mechanics is saying that there's no explanation. And Einstein doesn't want that. And in the 1950s, he said, Everett's interpretation of it, he said that, okay, ay balik na ako ang cause and effect. There's still a chain of causality. I would put it that way. Kay dili man gud nila ma-explain why the cat is dead. How did the cat die? Because it says that reality did not occur right before opening the box. Okay. So Everett said, okay, reality, the cat is dead. It was dead maybe 5 minutes before. Objective reality existed inside the box. But what about those other possibilities? He said, okay, don't worry. There are other realities. An alternate, a parallel universe interpretation. So, diri nagsugod ang kabuang sa tanan, no? All these crazy stuffs of alternate realities, meaning that in some reality, in another universe, there's another you who opened the box, who was happy to see that the cat is alive. And you here, all the possible realities, all the possible events are happening somewhere else. I don't know, somewhere, somewhen. It's in another reality. The existence of parallel universes. So, the existence of parallel universes is not just a product of science fiction, it's actually a product of physics. Now, do other the universe exist? So, this is actually my ano sa inyo ha. If, actually, I'm quite, dagag versions ang parallel universes. It solves a lot of, it seems that parallel universes solves a lot of problems in physics. It solves the anthropic problem. Ano mo ng anthropic problem? Pero lahi po itong version ng universes. Dili siya sa pareho sa kay Everett's nga version. The anthropic principle states, actually, ano ni siya, the constants in the universe are so finely tuned that it seems that, di ba, the universe, think of the universe as a recipe. Think of life as a recipe. There's many ways that you have to get right to produce a life, di ba? Tama? For life to happen. Karon, in the fine-tuning meaning, it's like nakay asin, no? Na in order to make an adobo, nakay toyo. Let's say tinola na lang, tinolang manok. Nakakinahanglan ka og asin. Nakakinahanglan ka og ani, no? Now, what if ang imong asin, instead of ang imong original recipe is 2 ka tablespoon, you just put 1.8 tablespoon. Okay, of course, dako na siya error, di ba? Still, dili nato ma-observe, ha? Tinola gyapon. Maybe, ma-detect nimo gamay nga tabang, or maybe, dili ganit nimo ma-detect. But still, naakay tinola at the end. Now, the fine-tuning argument states that when you, that tinola, nakulangan lang isa ka lugas, isa ka grain, or even half of that grain imong asin, that tinola will become lechon. Meaning that if we tweak a very small value of the constants of the universe, just like the electron, the mass of the electron, the charge of the electron, change the value in this decimal, in the 15th or maybe 20th decimal place, let's say it's 7 there, change it to 6, and life will not exist. Meaning it's a very, very finely tuned. And that's a very puzzling problem. Because how would you, meaning that our existence is very improbable. The probability of our existence is 1 in, I don't know, 1 in 10 to the millions possibility. And it's almost 0. And yet we happen. And yet we are here talking about this. And yet I am here talking about reality. So, why is, I think the probability of life happening, of these realities, maybe, I think there's a calculation, 1 in 10 to the, 10 to the 200, somewhere there. Or let's say, 1 in 10 to the 200, meaning that's 1 in 10 followed by 200 zeros. How improbable is that? Very improbable. It's like, mulabay kag card dira and you would see the card turning face and arranged in such a manner nga perfect. Mas probable pa na. Mas taas pa nag-probability kaysa existence nato. So this is a very unsettling, uncomfortable truth. So say ginabuhat nila, sige well, if the probability of life is 1 in 10 to the 200, what if there are 10 to the 500 universes out there? Di ba? Murag ani. Murag ani. Let's say, uban, ginabuhat po ni sa mga alaki, no? Pag gamay kag chance nga sugton, maguyab kag daghan, right? Sharog way isa. Statistical, ano, right? Daya kag daghan. So, meaning that if the 1 in 10 to the 200, yes, small kayo, but if there are 10 to the 500 or maybe more, or maybe infinite number of universes, then it will be probable that there are some universes that there is life there, that there are observers there. So, mo pud na another nga version sa parallel universes. But in the original version is that reality, every time, every decision, every quantum measurement is like a decision. And reality would spread out. Now, what if, imagine this, what if in another reality, what if a parallel universe really exists? Ako, I somehow believe that there are parallel universes. Personally, that's a belief. I cannot prove that. Okay? It's actually a matter of faith. Ming! Balik na, Ming. Okay? Okay. Suko naman sa sakuha. Okay. Maybe, there's a reality that this cat is, wala siya, no? Maybe, wala siya na panganak, or maybe, simbako, wala siya naabot og kaano, gikaon siya og sawa, or owned by, and maybe there's a reality that this cat is owned by me. Nagihatag nila, nilahatag nila sa ako, right? Yeah, all possibility. And yeah, there's a reality that katong imuhang pinaka-crush kamoy nagdayon ron. Oh. And what if in another, imagine this that if in another reality, in another universe, okay, the kind of universe, parallel universes that I believe is actually something kanaganing, not on this version, but it's more it's more on the version that there are many universes being created. But anyway, let's just play with this idea here. There's that reality that you are someone else. I mean, you are you, but maybe in that universe, maybe imong grade puro flat 1. Right? Maybe imong grade puro flat 1. And you would ask yourself, nganong flat 1 ka diri niya ako kay 5 daghan? And maybe there's another reality that you met yourself and you are a drug addict, maybe a criminal. And you would ask, nganong anak ka and nganong ani ko? And maybe you would realize that you have equally the potential to be either so good and to be so evil. Because in another reality, you might be good, better, a lot better. In another reality, you might be a lot worse. What happened? It's somewhere in your past that can be traced. Everyone has a story. Every person who has achieved something has a story that can explain why that person has achieved it. And every drug addict, every whatever, this failure, whatever unfortunate events in life has an explanation why it happened to that person. And maybe our choices that led into that, we didn't have to choose those choices because we are fortunate here. And they are unfortunate enough. Your other self is unfortunate enough. Maybe, maybe dito lahi ang nahitabo, na something na nahitabo that actually made you choose the wrong choices. Ang saan ganun ginasulti na ako ni, because sometimes we feel that we are so righteous that we judge easily. And sometimes we feel that we are nothing, that you are something that you feel that ala di na ako ni kaya. But there is that reality that you can do a lot of that maybe you're a very good whatever musician. And why? Because dito na reality you had to, maybe you had a better choice, you had better choices. Okay? So, yeah, that's actually maybe if there's another if there ayaw po na ang t-shirt luoy kay sa April Boy. Oh. Okay. Ayaw pagawas ha. Okay. Now, in those realities nga inyohang na in those kumbaga pa If we are going to meet your other selves, you will be humbled at the same time you will be humbled and at the same time be proud because you will feel that you can be anything, you can be anyone, you can be extremely good or you can be extremely bad. Maybe those bad people that you think bad here in this reality, maybe in another reality where they had to make different choices, maybe they're doing really really good. So, I think mo na gusto na ako ngayon sa inyo. I believe that there are universes that in a more katong sa string theory version, but nga there are universes that popping in and out of existence. Okay? That kind of ano. Okay? But so that's something weird. In quantum mechanics, it's like the cause and effect. Einstein was not comfortable. He said God does not play dice. Why does nganong nasulti na niya? Well, because it seems that someone is rolling the die every time you take a measurement. The universe is playing a die, and it doesn't want you to know what's going on. It seems, and this is very uncomfortable, it seems that some unknowable truths exist. What's ang unknowable truths? What's unknowable truths? Ani na siya. For example, if I would say that ano ba? Let's say Rizal is, ano ba? Di, Bisaya, ha? O, Rizal is gay daw. No. Let's say Rizal is gay. That is a proposition, right? In logic, it's either true or false, but the problem is it's in the past. But whether you know it, whether you know it or not, it has a value. It's either true or false. It cannot be neither. It cannot be both, right? And the answer lies in the past. Now, if we can go back in the past and see and find out if it is really correct, meaning that certain proposition has a specific value. It's either true or false. What's, for example, another proposition? It is now, there's a sandstorm in Mars at this very moment. And, well, of course, there's no way to find out karon. Maybe in the future we can find it out, or maybe ma-wash out ang tanang evidence, but that truth is still knowable. Knowable truth is that there's a way to know it, regardless of we have the capacity to know it or not. Now, it seems that Einstein is saying that all truths are knowable. It seems that, meaning that there is a chain of cause and effect, that our mind can understand these truths. But quantum mechanics says that there are unknowable truths, that our mind is not just built in. The architecture of our mind is not just built into that kind of reality, that kind of concept. That's something that's unknowable. Okay? That our mind cannot comprehend this truth. That's at least in the classical quantum mechanics. Now, of course, there are still those who propose, including me. I believe that there's what we call a causative explanation of quantum mechanics, what we call a local or deterministic explanation of it. And maybe as of now, we are not just smart to figure it out. And maybe one day, we're going to figure it. I hope. Because if quantum mechanics is really what it says it is, that if it's really what reality, if it's really correct about the description of reality, I mean, its very interpretation is very core. At the heart of it, then something is magical in this universe. Okay? You know what quantum mechanics says? I have the probability to actually go onto to the other side of this wall without actually breaking it. Just lang. And quantum mechanics make teleportation possible. Yeah, teleportation has been na-news recently that they have achieved the first teleportations of, actually na-achieve na sa una pa, molecules, on the level of molecules, through entanglements. Dagan pa kaig mga grabe nga mga weird nga quantum mechanics. And we are going to explore one by one. We will not get into the mathematics of that. Okay? Of course, it's very advanced, but somehow in the idea of the core idea of quantum mechanics. And it seems that only quantum mechanics can explain why photosynthesis is very efficient, I think the highest efficiency in energy transformation. Okay? Nganong conversion of light into energy through this sa plants. So I'd like you to watch the documentary on that. Ihatag na akong link. Okay? Kaya para ato na lang suryahan siya, no? Okay, meow. Okay, Ming, Uban isa, okay. Say goodbye sa atong ko, ano. Okay, so, now this cat in the Schrodinger's box, okay, and I'm thankful that we don't have that box now. The cat is actually alive, no? Ming, okay. Yeah, cats can live up to pila, 15 years? Muna ko sa mahadlok po kung mualaga og mga hayop because it's very hard to let go some ano. I'm not good at letting go. So hindi ang banakon. Kwan crocodile pod. Mo na nato alagaan no kay they can outlive a human being. Okay, so thank you. Okay, salamat sa pag kuano siguro. Grabe ang cinematographer oh.